Welcome to round one of the Pauper Challenge. No deck intro today. I am running the same exact 75 from my previous Pauper top 8. And we're on the draw against Diego Brando. And we've opened up a pretty strong hand. We're going to try this one out. I've been running a lot of Twiddle Storm in leagues recently. I haven't been playing much Cycle Storm. I think Cycle Storm is a significantly better deck. But Twiddle Storm is just exhilarating to play because you're always racing the clock, and I find that to be, fun. Not that this deck isn't fun. I also really enjoy playing Cycle Storm. I don't know what I'm facing. Opponent got a swamp. Ah, it's Mogwarts. Okay. I think here I'm actually going to Ritual to try to get ahead a little bit. Alright, didn't hit the land, but that's fine. Alright, so I know that they still have the swamp. I could try to win right now. What are the odds that I die if I pass? I think I'm just going to discard the Stinger. Go for it on turn 4. Please don't kill me, opponent. So how this deck works is our opponent would have a sacrifice outlet, usually Skirk Prospector or Goblin Shredder. I believe that's what it's called. Sacrifice a creature for +1/+1. Slaughter. Goblin Slaughter. And then they have the Persist Goblin, Putrid Goblin, plus First Day of Class. First Day of Class says it's a 1 and a red for an instant. Whenever a creature would come into play this turn, it comes into play with a +1/+1 counter and gains haste. So they create infinite mana, or they have an infinite Slaughter, and there's Slaughter. Alright, and now we're going to attempt to win the game. Let's cycle first, in case I hit a swamp. I was considering saving the pedal, so that way I had an extra colored source. Ah. So we have 6. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I think it's just Reaping the Graves. So normally you could cycle a bunch right there. We have enough mana where I don't think that's necessary. I'd rather just draw. A lot of lands. Another teachings is... It's okay, but we need mana right now is the issue. I think I'm going to keep cycling. Yeah, I'm just going to Tolarian Winds here. Okay, so we can flashback teachings for songs. I don't know how many creatures we have in the graveyard, but it's our only line to win, so it doesn't really matter. So unfortunately, teachings into reaping the graves is a 9 mana line. We would only have one cycler, so I think instead what I'm supposed to do here is cycle the Baron more. And our opponent conceded. I will take that. All right, so free win when I didn't deserve it. Do I want to board in anything against Mogwarts? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to resubmit. Interesting that they chose to concede there. They must have thought the Mystical Teachings was just good game. If you want to support this content, you can always go to theepicstorm.com/donation decks. We have 3 wonderful tiers for you to choose from. They're all terrific in their own way. You can read all of that at theepicstorm.com/donation decks. Game number 2. Pauper! And if you're enjoying this video, you have to thank my poor performance in today's Legacy Challenge, which allowed me to play in this event. I actually really liked the deck I played in Legacy today, but it wasn't my day. I clicked through. I literally F2'd through my turn on a turn where I was supposed to win the game. My opponent was completely hellbent, and instead I died. So that was always fun. And then Karn the Great Creator, I just never beat that card. So here we're going to play Sulfur Vent first and then Swamp on turn 2. You could lead on Swamp, but I don't think it does you a whole lot of good. Prospector is one of their stronger starts. Yeah, so now they have a bunch of mana. We could be dead on turn 3. They're down to 3 cards in hand already. We're representing some sort of interaction right now, so there's no reason to cycle on our turn when we could bluff them into not killing me. Reaping the Graves is obviously a good draw. Okay, I'm going to pass. We need to not die again. No matter what, assuming that we do get another turn, I will try to win on our next turn. They tapped an extra land. Ooh, we might be dead here. Oh, they have Bushwhacker. Yep. We were definitely dead to Bushwhacker. Three mana? So now they swing for 4. So we go to 8. Yeah, and then they just sacrifice some goblins and kill me. This is actually exact damage too. We just weren't very likely to win on our turn, which is why I didn't go for it. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough mana there. Like, the second Reaping the Graves is good, but the choke point in this hand was mana. Alright, just going to resubmit once again. We don't really need a board. You could side in Duress. I don't think that's necessary. Our main deck is already set up to be optimal for this matchup, in my opinion. You can always support this content by going to theepicstorm.com/shop. Get a pint glass token pack or a Storm 20 baseball tee. Game 3, we're on the play. A little bit sketchy. Question is if I should burn a ritual to triple cycle right now. I think the answer is yes. Alright, so we're getting choked on action. We really need to find a Reaping the Graves, and then if I draw Reaping the Graves, I'm going for it. Alright, might be casting that Tolarian Winds no matter what next turn. If we draw Reaping the Graves off the top, it's going to be bananas. It's just going to, like, all this mana plus Tolarian Winds plus Reaping the Graves is just going to be insane. Can we draw it, though? Nope. Ooh, I think they have a Pyroblast. No, they didn't. Hey! So we have to remember Stinger, or the Hissing Iguar in play, because they can deal us a few damage with this creature. This is only for 5. It's not that much. Alright, we're going to need a few good cards off these draws. No point in playing the Dranith Stinger. We need to make sure we win this and not fizzle. That was a huge draw. Okay. Are we teachings again? Get Reaping the Graves. This one's for 12. Guess I can get back one Street Wraith. I think it's a trap to start off by playing a Stinger here, so I'm not going to do that. Like, I still think the choke point is mana, so let's just make sure that we don't fizzle. Alright, 18 cards left in deck. We have one Songs. That's the card we're really looking for. That technically finds it. I'm going to do a few more cycles. So I'm at a difficult point right now because if I continue to cycle, I have to find it. I guess I can cycle the Street Wraith for free. Okay, so that didn't hit. Because right now I can cast Teachings, go get the Songs cast, and have one red open. That means that we have to win off of just one Stinger, and they're at 21. One Dark Ritual, 2 Dark Ritual, 3 Dark Ritual. So there's 1 Dark Ritual still in the deck? No, wait, did I miscount? 1, 2, 3. All 4 Dark Rituals are there. Cabal Ritual 1, 2, 3. So there's 1 Cabal Ritual still in the deck. This is a difficult decision. I'm just worried that I don't have enough mana to win here. We would get 5 draws, so that Songs would have to be in the top 5 cards of our deck, assuming that we didn't hit the Cabal Ritual either. So I guess it also comes down to how many creatures we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Songs right now isn't even enough mana to win the game because we need we need 20 something mana because we have to win off one stinger, so we have to cycle. It's not even a decision. I mean, that doesn't do anything. If that was our previous draw, we could have done something. Shit. We could draw our deck into the songs, but the problem with that is you don't have any red mana to cast Stingers anymore. So that means that our next draw has to be exactly songs in order for us to win this. Okay. I don't even know if I have enough mana to win, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't think I have enough rituals in the deck in order to win this, but we're going to draw and make sure. Kind of stinks that we drew the songs as late as we did because we had an opportunity to double stinger and we just missed it. Yep, we cannot win. So here the goal is to hope that they concede with a bunch of these draws so on the stack. They see how it works. Yeah, we just don't have enough mana. Yeah. And like you have street rates this cycle too, and they F6, so we could actually get them with this. The issue is that we're still several damage short. All right. 0-1. All right, round number 2. We're on the draw. No clue what our opponent's playing, but this hand is not keepable, so we're going to ship it. This is a risky one, but I think the reward is high enough. Opponent is going to 5. Wall combo. Oh, we missed. We had 3 draws that turn to hit a land. Alright, so we're probably not winning game number 1 now. Even if we drew a land right now, we're just too far behind, I think. Okay. Obviously, my mulligan decision did not pan out there. I don't think we're supposed to board for this matchup, so I'm just going to resubmit. Seems to be a trend today. On the play for game number 2. Yeah, let's do it. Opponent's taking a mulligan. And now down to 5. Okay, finally can begin. Just gonna pass here. Assuming I don't hit a land, I would cycle the Street Wraith. Alright, so we're looking for a payoff now. We have plenty of mana. We would have to discard if we didn't hit a land here off the first cycle, and we did. But I think it's worth just burning the ritual. Alright, I think I'm going to go for it. And they're going to concede. Okay. A lot of people conceding early. I'm just going to resubmit once again. There's no adjustments to make, so why even bother? Our main deck is optimized to race, and these matchups are both racing matchups. I don't really feel like Duress is that good. There's so many creatures. Same with the Mogwarts deck. where I don't think boarding that in is correct. So you just don't board. Once again, if you want to stay up to date on the storm, make sure you follow all of our social channels. Game 3, and we will be on the draw this time. Solid. We do need to find some more mana, but, I mean, this is certainly a keep. Good start for our opponent. Alright, so they're about to have 3 cards in hand. One of them's a forest. We're pretty far away from being able to combo, I feel like. Like, in theory, we could try for it next turn, but we're so light on mana. And we don't have enough cards in graveyard for this Cabal Ritual to be effective. Like, we could cycle Street Wraith, which is our second card, Petal Petal. That gives us 4. And then, let's say we use the lands to cycle the 2 creatures. It's only 6. So, it's kind of a tall ask to want to turn 3 here. We might be forced to try to go for it, though. So we know 3 out of their 5 cards. I think we still know 3. It's Forest, Double Guardian. And next turn, they'll have close to infinite mana. Two Forest, Double Guardian. Alright, so they have 2 forests, a guardian, and 1 unknown. That was actually a decent draw. We might be going for it here. Come on, Dark Ritual. This isn't a guarantee, but we're certainly in okay shape. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cycle here, try and hit songs. Come on, deck. Hey. Alright, I'm just going to let the rest of these resolve. So I could Tolarian Winds for a bunch. Or I can... Alright, so there's only one petal left. We need to keep that in mind. Reaping the Graves. We can't Tolarian Winds because those are our last Reaping the Graves. The math doesn't work out. Alright, so now we can get all these creatures back. And I could do the same cycle trick. I don't need to, though. We have enough mana floating where, like, you don't really need to do that. So let's just cycle. Just trying to hit the Lotus Petal. There's one petal left in the deck. Alright, 4 cards, the petal's somewhere in there. There's the last Songs of the Damned. Alright, so it's the very bottom card? It is. Turn off all of our auto yields just in case I auto yield a draw at some point. I don't think I did, but just in case. Alright, so now we return these creatures and do it all again. Alright, so it looks like we're going to make up for my keep where I kept an O-lander, but I still think the risk reward on that hand was super high. Like, if you hit a land, the hand's bananas. Okay, just going through the motions. Only a few more left to go. Woot woot. 1-0. I'm sorry, 1-1. 1-1. Welcome to round 3. We're on the play. Keep. This hand just wants to find action. Leading on the Barrenmoor. I guess we could lead on the Swamp, so that way if we cycle into one of the sack lands, it's better. That might be better. Alright, waiting on our opponent to join us. I took a second to start the match, so I can't complain too much. Okay, so it looks like our opponent is AFK. I'm going to pause this and then I'll come back once they're here. Alright, and our opponent has finally joined us. Let's play some Magic. Alright, Mogwarts again. It's close on whether or not I'm supposed to play that Barrenmoor, because if we brick on action or more cyclers, that's going to bite me. Yep, and I was just bit. Ah, crap. Yeah, we're not winning this game. Gave them way too much time. Oh, I haven't seen that in this deck. That's kind of cool. Come on, please. All right, so they have the combo. So they're gonna sack this. Okay, well, this is fine too. So they sack this, make a bunch of red, activate this, kill me. I'm just gonna concede, and then I'm gonna take a draw to see what the Baron Moore would have seen. All right, so we would have drawn into the songs. We still wouldn't have hit, unfortunately. Yeah, our draw just didn't pan out that game. Not using our sideboard today. That's the trend. Okay, game 2. I think we're supposed to bottom the pedal here. Okay, that's not bad. Need more spells. Okay, definitely need more spells. Whoops. Sorry about that. I don't know why that popped up. I started making a thumbnail for a video in between rounds. You know, that's not a bad start. I think I'm supposed to go for it here. Is that crazy? Hold control. Pretty free to just let all these resolve. That was good. Rather than cycle the rates, I'm going to let them be discarded to the winds. And the reason why is that I don't really want to go to 4 life when we still have to, do more to win this game. And what if we draw more copies of Reaping the Graves? Then that actually hurts us. And I'm not really interested in that. At this point, we're just cycling, trying to draw Lotus Petals. We know that there's a petal on the bottom of the deck. There's one. All the mana. I can always come back to the street rate, so I just need to make sure that I'm hitting all the other cyclers first. Alright, they're going to concede. So now we can go to game 3. I don't think I'm going to change anything. I'm just going to leave it as is. Hopefully, our current configuration can get the job done. I think we have to ship that. Killing me. Come on. Don't judge me. I'm going to keep it. So the question there was whether or not to get rid of the winds or the creature. Winds really helps you win with not a lot of mana. My fear is that I'm just not going to hit the blue mana for it, and then I would have rather have had a cycler. There's also the fact that they could have boarded in Pyroblast. Hey. Ooh, are they missing lands? Other Tolarian Winds is not very good. Alright, we're actually in this. Is this the window? 5 in graveyard. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna go for it. No, that was bad. Okay, that was decent. Okay, so how many creatures are still in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cycling this would be number 6. Now reaping the graves would bring them all back. So that makes this a draw 12. Hopefully that can get the job done. Right? I have 11. My bad. Heyo. We should have it from here. Two one. Remembered our record that time. Don't go anywhere. Round number 4 will be coming up shortly. Okay, round number 4? I believe it's 4. Uh, yeah, we're on the draw. Unfortunately, this hand is not a keep. Need to ship it. Yeah, we can keep this. I think we need to bottom the Tolarian Winds. Looking for a Reaping the Graves. Ugh. Gonna be a tough one. Okay. In theory, I could hardcast this. Probably not the best idea. Try to hit a land here. Fairies is sort of a tough matchup. If I drew Reaping the Graves for turn, I think I'd go for it. Here we go. They would need to spell to stop me. Storm's only 3. It could certainly be higher. Oh, come on, Doc. Okay. There's no point in doing the cycle trick. We have enough mana to cycle. Okay, I like the Cabal Ritual. That's good. Mystical's okay, or the Teachings is okay. It's not bad, but we're just really tight on mana. This is proof that the Shuffler is bugged. Come on. I mulligan them next to each other. It's scientific proof. Don't question it. It's just fact. Do I really want to burn that? I think I have to. We only have one songs left in the deck. And that one needs to win the game. Actually, maybe I should cycle here with those still on the stack. Just because we are a little bit light on mana. Come on, deck. Mana. I need that last songs now. I could have stopped, but we needed to just make more mana. Think we're probably dead. Yeah, we just didn't hit the mana we needed. Sort of a bummer. That was definitely our window to win. Are you kidding me? I just don't. We have to get them to counter something, and I don't know if that's going to be possible. Yeah, they're just like holding up Ninja the Deep, or holding up Spell Stutter. We have to find a way to get them to tap mana. So I could try to flashback Teachings right now and see if they'll counter that. I actually don't want this to resolve. I want them to counter it. Okay. Um, how can I possibly win this? Because we need that songs to resolve in order to win. Really? No fear. Okay. I think we've actually got this. Not to sound too cocky, but I think we've got it. I feel like I got away with one this match. So the one Architect of Will, I'm constantly wondering if it should be a land or not. And like I've just been noticing because there was once today where I had a hand with no lands in it and it was a 6. That said, there's been a bunch of times mid combo where I'm glad it's a creature, so it's just tough to get a real grasp on. I don't think 12 lands is bad though, especially in faster metagames because you have more untapped lands on turn 1. I don't need to cast another Stinger. Okay, so we stole game 1 over blue-red. Yeah. I have been trying to bring in Exhume against them just for like an early Horror of the Broken Lands, and then these. My plan against them is actually just to board out Darkrit. I'm not trying to be a control deck. I board out the Architect, board down to 1 Tolarian Winds. And I think the rest of it's boarding down on Vantasaur. It's been a few weeks since I've played this deck. So that's going to be 20 creatures. Am I really going... Oh, I'm sorry. There's the healers here. I was going to say 20 creatures seems like very few. Could maybe shave a Teachings and just do 1 and 1. I don't think I hate that. and then just do 2 Venusaur. Or actually, what I could do. The problem is, do I really want to reanimate a Venusaur? Probably not. Well, it's probably better than Healer, if I'm being honest. So let's board out the healers. Let's do it. That's kind of annoying. Guess I'm boarding in Shredded Sails for the last game, assuming that we lose this. See if I can hit a land. Oh, well, we can hardcast Stingers now. A little surprised that resolved. Another ninja. I could try to hardcast Horror next turn. I just don't know if that's a good idea. I feel like I should look at some recent blue-red lists to see how many relics are actually in them. Because I feel like they must have increased recently, because when I'm playing Twiddlestorm, they're in there a lot as well. This last list has 1 relic. 1 relic. No relics. See if this resolves. It's brutal. Alright, I'm going to go to the next game. Do I really want to board in shredded sails? Could probably bring him in over the exhumes. They did leave in Scred, so maybe the exhume package isn't that good anyway. Just like, oh, I guess I'm bored on Dark Ritual, so like a turn 1 or turn 2 exhume isn't super likely. I just don't know. Could it like board out 2 petals because we have the 2 exhumes? Let's try this out. Like, this boarding plan's really weird, but I want to try it. Fortunately, I cannot keep. Our opponent is also taking a mulligan. Land? Alright, that's good. Okay. Got really nervous right there for a second. They're definitely holding open Spell Stutter. Question is this my window? Come on, fight over this. Give me that storm count. I feel like we just got away with one there. No blocks. Maybe cycling there's a mistake if they have another scred right here and a land drop. Missed on the auger. Okay. Alright, that Reaping the Graves is actually super good. Alright, so I think I can deal them 14 here. It's from 6. Yeah, this is lethal. Horror of the Broken Lands. OP. Woo! Woo! 3-1 over blue-red fairies. Welcome to round number 5. We are on the play. Seems reasonable. Here's a hand worth... We have extra cyclers, so I don't mind playing the Barrymore first. It just means that we get to triple cycle on turn 2, which is kind of nice. Okay, so now we're looking for Reaping the Graves. Alright, so Boros of some sort. I tend to like my Boros matchup. Do you have to worry a little bit about Prismatic Strands, though, admittedly? Alright. They're just going to hold up Prismatic Strands by the look of it. Okay, that was decent. The last list they played did not have Prismatic Strands in it. I mean, this looks like they have it, though. Hmm. Yeah, I guess I'll get the street wraiths. All right, so this is one way to try to like draw out the prismatic strands or piece of removal. And there's the prismatic strands. So our new game plan is to put a bunch of creatures in play and pass. Okay, we need mana. Hmm. So my fear with cycling is going down to 4 life is pretty risky. This teachings is 1 mana short of getting songs and casting songs, so I need to cycle. That worked out. I don't think I want to waste a mana on that. I think I might have messed up already. I think I was supposed to double teachings. Oh, crap. Okay. I'm going to try to fix some of this right now. All right. $33 mana in our mana pool. I think I'm supposed to try to cycle to hit a pedal here. There's only one left, though, so maybe that's just a bad idea. Yeah, that's probably just a bad idea. I don't know. I'm going to cycle again. Why not? All right, I didn't hit it. All right, move to discard. Quit wasting so much time. Feeling a lag right now because I'm clicking on this and it's not doing anything. So if they have a lightning bolt in hand, I'm dead because I can't do anything about the hawk. So maybe I was supposed to keep like a Draneth healer and pray to draw the pedal. I think I'm just dead to a bolt, though, is the issue. Yep. There was the risk on cycling on that combo turn. Kind of a bummer. But at least we get Flaring Pain now. I think I do want an extra land. I don't know if I'm going to board in both. You can. Maybe I'll try this out for a little bit of extra stability. Also helps you beat Graveyard Hate. Kind of a bummer. I wasted so much time on that combo turn, so now we have to win both post-board games in 13 minutes, which is asking quite a bit. Remember, if you want to see me play your combo deck here on this YouTube channel, go to theepicstorm.com/donation-decks. Okay, game 2. I don't love this hand. It's just like a little bit clunky, but like you can't chip it. Alright, come on, we need cyclers. Flaring Pain does beat Prismatic Strands. Really, the peasants? That's awkward. We just need cycling creatures. Come on, Doc. I wonder if, like, maybe I'm supposed to... Alright, well... I think I'm supposed to, like, Ritual Reaping the Graves just to get those two back. Because they have lethal next turn with Rally. We're going to have to get pretty lucky to win this, I think. Alright. Too bad I burned the Dark Ritual. Ah, damn it. I just don't think that this is going to be good enough. So we're gonna have one black floating. This is gonna have to be like just an insane Tolarian Winds. Don't think that's it. And yeah, that's the match. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do our thing this round. It happens. We are falling to 3-2. Let's get it. Round number 6. Keep. Since pretty strong. Pretty strong. Could use another cycler or two, maybe another land, but can't ship this. We were 18th coming into this round. I don't think we're going to be an X2 that makes it. Today's event was 65 players, so we had the exact number for 7 rounds. But I lost round number 1. My breakers aren't very good. So I'm not going to be an X2 that makes it. So we're likely playing for top 16 at this point. Did not hit the land. All right, blue-red fairies again. Come on, give me a land. Sort of a bummer. Could have played out Petal there. I think I want to keep it for Storm Count. Also, by holding the Petal, I think it incentivizes our opponent to like play Ninja or replay Fairy here and give me a window to win on our next turn. And that's what they're doing. All right, so I think I'm going to attempt to win. They gave us a window. We need to take advantage of it. Okay. Really not that many creatures in the graveyard for this play. So I think what I'm going to do is cycle a little bit, trying to, you know, filter our draws a little. We don't have much mana floating, so this line's a little risky. But our opponent tapped out, so you sort of need to take this window, in my opinion. All right, I'm just going to let it go. Songs, please? Give me a Songs of the Damned. Songs? Womp womp. Bummer. About halfway into our deck, 0 songs. Probably not going to get another window to win this game now. Yeah, there is holding open counter magic. Oh, come on. So if I had cycled one more, we theoretically would have hit off that, That's disappointing. Off the Tolarian Winds. I wanted to keep 3 mana floating, just in case, like, we needed... I don't know. Maybe I should have cycled one more. Obviously, it's a little bit of, like, hindsight bias, but... Come on, tap out. Come on, please tap out. Give me a window. Come on, what am I going to do? Just tap your lands. So realistically, the only way we win this is if we drew another songs. Wonder if they counter a Lotus Petal. Answer is apparently no. Alright, now we're just dead to a Bolt. Yeah, we had a 1-turn window and we just missed it. Alright, let's go to the post-board games. Come on. I think we brought out 2 Petal. Alright, let's try this again. I mean, we won our last round doing this, so it's, I mean, our last blue-red fairies round. I just want to live the dream of turn 1 Dark Ritual, cycle Horror, Exhume. Ah, it's so good. And you can board out Lotus Petal because you can exhume your stingers if you need to. And we're boarding in red sources and crevice, so it's just like more stable mana source rather than Lotus Petal. And in fact, you might be able to board out all of them. It just makes your combo turn a little bit more difficult. So I think keeping 2's probably fine. Okay, so this is a turn 2 Street Wraith. I don't know if that's good enough, but... the opponent has taken a mulligan. See if we can find a horror here. We did not. I don't really want to reanimate a Street Wraith. And I don't want to bring back Carabid because it dies to Pyroblast. Or not Pyroblast, Hydroblast. I think I'm just going to pass here. So I think that they probably played out Augur on turn 2 for possible Ninja. And if they don't play a Ninja or anything I need to counter, I can just cycle the Carabid. Another Pyroblast, okay. You need to find some action. I think maybe I'm supposed to play on my pedal, because if I need a double Pyro, I don't want to have to sack the Sulfur Vent. I'm also like trying to be cautious of Exhume being both players. Like I don't really want to Pyroblast uh, Augur or Bolas only to have them like get an Augur trigger with Exhume. All right. Slow and steady, apparently. Jeez. I don't think I would even bother killing a ninja at the deep hours anymore. Also, with the way this game played out, a Horror of the Broken Lands early would have been very good. All right, let's cycle. Getting a little bit worried. Like they've had a lot of time to dig for a certain one-mana artifact that I would not like to see. So we're going to 10 here. That's a little risky because of Pyroblast. We have 2 Duress in our deck. I just don't know how much I like this line. I'm sort of hoping that they tap their mountain at some point this turn. Interesting. Come on, please no Pyroblast. Based on this pause, I'm guessing that they don't have it. Hmm. So I definitely want to bring back Caribou as one. They're at 20. So much life. Cancel. I'm going to try to get a little bit lucky here and just chain cyclers. It's a little bit risky. So now we can go to 4. We're staying out of lightning bolt range. I think we've got this. All right, so we stole game number 2. I mean, the plan worked somewhat. I think I'm going to resubmit this. Another thing you could do is just board out both blue cards and not be weak to Pyroblast at all. Maybe bring back in like 2 Cyclers or like Lotus Petals. I cannot keep that, unfortunately. Opponent tanking on their 7. I think you're supposed to bottom songs here. I don't hate the Baron more. Like, land 2 is welcome. See if we can hit a different sack land or something. We did not. Alright, no ninja. I like that. Boom. They put 2 on top. That's dangerous. Okay. Making land drops is fine. Eventually we will need to find a Reaping the Graves. It's a sign of confidence right there. Oh, well, that's why. It's beatable, it's just tough. Okay. Maybe we can do this. They'd have to bite on Songs of the Damned is the issue. Let's try it again. Alright, so we have our window. We just need to do something meaningful here. It's going to be tough. So that this original Songs is going to be countered. And now we can cycle in response to this one. So we can let that resolve. We have 2 mana floating. We might as well cycle. Okay. So they're dealing 3 a turn, so we have a few turns to set up right now. We only have 2 songs left. One of them's on the bottom of our deck. And we've used 2 Reaping the Graves. Opponent's thinking pretty long here. Ooh, that was a good draw. Okay, so now next turn they're dealing 4 and we're going to 4. Unfortunately, this is not a window for us. Two on the bottom with preordained. Interesting. I'm afraid of dying to bolt. Like, I really don't want to cycle this. That was actually pretty good. I think I need to cast this song. Wow, that is snap resolve. Just gonna leave myself dead to bolt here. Even this last Songs of the Damned isn't going to make enough mana. Like, I think I'm actually just dead here. That's a bummer. 3 and 3. All right, the final round of the event. I am on the play. Yeah, this seems fine. Likely just praying to make top 16 on breakers at this point. Pretty unlikely, though. Good pickup. Burn or Mogwarts? I guess it could be Boros as well. It is Burn. Okay. So I'm going to go to 12. Next turn I go to 10. They could have a turn 3. I wonder if I'm supposed to jam here. Well, now I am. Good draws. I think I'm supposed to try to cycle these creatures. Try to make this a larger Tolarian Winds. Not looking so good though. Ugh. Well, that was unfortunate. I decided to go for it there. Not because I could have died. Like, they could have next turn swung for 2, put me to 10, and then go Bolt, Fire Blast with their 3 cards. That's possible. In my mind, I was thinking I needed to cycle Street Wraith twice. And I did that. I just didn't win. But now we get to bring in the Weathers and these crevices. Board out the Street Wraiths. And take out the Architect. It's going to be tough to get these post-board games. Alright, so we're looking for a land here. Alright, so if they go like bolt you, fire blast you, we can weather in response. Because the first bolt is 4 damage, 4 damage. So, like, I don't know if that's actually lethal because it's plus 3. Let's gain some life. We're really far behind at the moment, though. Yikes. Suspended a rift bolt. We're still very far away from winning, unfortunately. Going to 7. We could just be dead here. So I don't know what our opponent's last 3 cards in hand are, but next turn they're attacking for at least 4. I think how we win this is by cycling into a swamp and then casting Cabal Ritual. Ugh. And we're dead. Alright, so we're going to finish this challenge 3 and 4, unfortunately. Yeah, so I'll be lucky even if I even top 32 after going 3 and 4. But I'd like to look at the deck list again. So I don't know where to go from here. So this is the last time that I played this deck as well. This is the same list. If you have any ideas for improvements, feel free to let me know. I haven't actually looked at many of the Strixhaven cards. I know a lot of people are really high on the fork. I don't think the fork is very good. But I just don't know. I've been considering some other stuff. Maybe I've been like pondering in my head about a red base list. Maybe I'll try that next time for a video. Yeah, I just don't know where to go from here. Like, this deck list feels pretty optimal, despite my record today. The format has gotten a little bit faster, I've noticed. Between the Mogwarts deck and Walls are both like pretty fast at the moment. Mono Green's a very fast deck. So the format's sped up. And I've been wondering about more basics because of that. Yeah, I also wonder, like, how good this Weather the Storm Crevice package actually is. That said, Crevice was pretty good in our blue matchups today, so who knows. But I'm done rambling for now. Hopefully you enjoyed this video despite my poor record. That's all I've got. Thank you for watching. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.